Hi, I'm Joyce from Salubrious Events, and I'm here at the Yering Station, which is about an hour from Melbourne in the state of Victoria, Australia. I am here today because we're going to talk about ghosts, and we're going to talk about ghosts with one of our speakers. His name is Uluki Brendan Murray. I'd like you to meet Uluki. Here he is. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Uluki is from the Waa-Wurrung Tribe of the Yarra Valley, the Raven Tribe. And he is a black fella from Australia. You don't like to be called Indigenous or Aboriginal, is that right? Yeah?
No, really. There are other labels.
There's other labels, yeah. Did you want to explain maybe why?
Well, there's a great trickery that's occurred on the planet. And straight away, as soon as you know that the government accepts something that is wrong and misleading and backwards, purely because they accept it. And it's called geospatial alteration.
Okay.
It's about changing the meaning of words to suit an agenda that's not for the people.
Okay. Right, sure. So indigenous actually means...
Well, to me, indigenous means your plant-based life, which lacks human dignity.
Okay. And Aboriginal?
Aboriginal is withdrawn from the origins, or not the original so much, because you got normal, then you got abnormal.
Okay.
You have original and Aboriginal.
Yes.
Then to me that says they're not original.
Oh, I see. Okay.
With a prefix in front of the word.
Ah, right. Oh, wow. Goes deep with those meanings of
It
the
does,
words.
yeah. If we're going to be talking about saving the world and doing all these things, then let's get it correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Excellent. So we are at Yering Station. This is a beautiful place. I'll just
have a panorama.
Yeah, have a panorama. So it's actually a winery, this place, and it was built in 1838 by a couple of Scottish brothers, and it's been a hotel, a farm, and a winery for many years. It's very upmarket and probably at the higher end of the price range, but obviously Yering is an area which has been here for many years, and it's part of where your heritage is from, the Yarra Valley.
Yeah, well the original tribe for the Upper Yarra Valley is the Waa-Wurrung Tribe, and the raven is our animal symbology, or our deity. And the raven is Raven Woman, who was the nurturer of all things feminine in nature, as opposed to the male offset, which is not Bunjil, which Bunjil's not the creator. And it's not Bunjil, it's Bunyal in the old language. And Bunyal was the masculine nurturer, or the nurturer of all things masculine in nature. But even though they masculine and feminine are still one, even though they have separate nurturers.
Yes.
Because they come under the one feminine serpent here.
Okay, great. Should we have a look at that statue, that very interesting statue?
Oh, if you like.
Yeah, I'd like to.
And any of the questions that pertain to either the symbology here or the mountainous areas.
Yes.
Very sacred place.
This very sacred space.
Sacred.
Yeah.
There's one spot in the valley where it's deemed the most sacred on earth.
Wow.
And people, it's been a great secret.
Okay.
It's about to be unfolded and taught to the world.
Okay. Oh, well, I look forward to hearing about it. So Uluki is actually one of our speakers at the Ghostbusters of Australia conference on the 21st of March in East Melbourne, at the East Melbourne Library. It's going to be an evening conference, and there'll be 5 speakers, so starting at 5:30, and it will be great. But while we're here, let's have a look at this interesting statue. So tell us about this statue.
Well, things aren't always as they seem in this world, and it goes for all matters pertaining to human existence. That statue, whether the artist knew it or not, was a depiction of the original humanoid Earth mother and the first child born on the Earth, which is a sentient being shielding the sunlight. It's very bright out here. It's right here in the heart of the Yarra Valley is my grandfather's country, the Waa-Wurrung Raven Tribes. It's as you can see, that brightness right over the back there is where the spiritual life on the planet began. And
Yeah.
and he's basically the first place ghosts ever walk as well,
Oh.
because it's all in sequence. If you plant a seed in the ground, that's obviously in a barren world, and that's obviously the first place that plant grew, and then spread from there. But there's always the first, whether it's the spiritual creation and the physical creation. But
Okay.
they've kept the physical creation a secret, even from me. No one is meant to know.
Right.
Because there
Okay.
still needs to remain some secrets for
Right.
humans to seek in the future.
Okay. For something more for us to discover.
Yeah. And if you you discover too many secrets now, then there's almost no point of going on. But where do we go from there? Once we unravel the universe, then what? That's why some things have to remain secret.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's more adventures.
More adventures,
Yes.
and it's humbling for humans
Yes.
too
Okay.
to not know,
Uh huh.
in a way, because humans know everything apparently.
Okay. I don't think so, but
Yeah,
yeah.
and I don't know anything.
Yeah.
And I've seen and I've heard and I've felt and been subject to
Uh huh.
all things,
Uh huh.
but I still don't know.
Uh huh.
So if the laws of relativity apply, none of us know anything.
Yes.
And this is again that great mystery. We're learning, we're seeking, we're understanding. And I was trying to explain that to a bunch of people at a market recently, and this young woman said, "Oh, you might need to go see a shaman, like for help."
Oh.
Oh yeah, and I thought she was missing the whole point of my I don't know nothing story.
Well, the more you know, the more you know you don't know of what you
Exactly.
don't know. That saying.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and it comes with age. It does come with age,
Yeah.
experience, and knowledge is not power.
Oh right.
No, and knowledge is dangerous. Knowledge is just an idea.
Uh huh.
Wisdom is power.
Ah.
Wisdom is applied knowledge, and if knowledge isn't applied with wisdom, it's just dangerous.
Sure.
And it's dangerous on
Okay.
all levels. Like words, people say,
Yes.
like Indigenous, is just a word.
Uh huh.
I said, well, that means I can call you a pedophile. No, oh, you don't call me that. I said, it's just a word.
Uh huh.
So, we have to know what words mean.
Yes.
Otherwise, we shouldn't be speaking them.
Yes.
We should know what guns do. Otherwise, we shouldn't be using them.
Okay.
We should
sure.
know what cars do. Otherwise, we
Yes.
shouldn't be driving them.
Yeah.
Know what you're doing, and have a greater understanding of why you should know that.
Uh huh.
Otherwise, your whole life becomes a lie. Every word spoken, a lie.
Wow.
And then
Yeah.
your existence is a lie. And you will come back on the loop. You won't pass through the veil to get to where the, not the dead, because there is no death, but where the transformed to go to.
Okay.
You'll be back in the loop. You'll be born again, keep going and going and going.
So you can't get away
You can't
from
get a,
what you've done, like consequences, or
yeah, and thinking today,
yeah.
like the stubbornness of humanity is unsurmountable. Like it's, Like I think you'd get over top of Mount Everest quicker than you'll get over top of the arrogance and ignorance of man.
Yep, I agree with that.
And humanity's almost at the base camp now, but not many people are going to get to the top.
Okay.
A lot of people are going to die in this or cease this physical life in this generation and keep coming back because there's some very ignorant people.
Mm-hmm.
And they really they must hate themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I find with all of the beings. This valley that you see behind is the first place on earth spirits walked
Okay.
as sentient beings.
Uh-huh.
And this valley is full of ghosts.
Right.
And there's even songs been written about this valley and this ghostly history.
Okay.
And so as time goes on, we understand that there is no death. And that's, when people say there's no death, it's literally no death. It's only transformation.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's not even a transformation, it's just a stepping out and become astral.
Mm-hmm.
Where your spirit must remain here for certain reasons to finish something that you started or help guide someone else through their journey.
Mm-hmm.
Before you can allow to pass through the veil to go to where the deceased need to be.
Okay. So then essentially what are ghosts?
Well guys, there's many different versions. A ghost is sometimes can be an echo in time. That's a reoccurring echo because certain areas have a deeper magnetic quality in the land. Mm-hmm. And when there's a magnetic quality, sound and images are captured. And if you look at the old tapes and VHS tapes, videos, they're magnetic. They have a magnetic strip, which makes them magnetic quality. And same with the information on your cars. Before the chip, there was a magnetic strip. And on that magnetic strip contained information. So there's magnetic strips and ley lines across the earth that contain recorded information, and it gets released when the circumstance or the atmosphere is the same as it was when it was captured. Okay, some ghosts are just an echo of an image that was recorded in the land, and some ghosts are actually sentient, free-thinking beings who either haven't accepted that they've died in the physical and are wandering in a self-imposed limbo because they don't accept death. They're too busy missing the physical world.
Wow.
And I've had several ghosts, spirits, entities follow me home. Because I identified and accepted them, and they thought they were still alive.
Right.
And they'd come into the house and sit with us and even lay in the bed and all kinds of things.
Do you allow them, or do you try and send them back to the light?
I tell them that there's a place for you to be, and it's not here with the living, the living how could I say? Wrong. Wrong in many ways, ignorant in many ways, hurtful, hateful. But the world is more now filling up with more people who are consciously becoming aware of their surroundings, consciously aware of nature, other human beings. And I don't say human race because it's an implication of competition.
Oh.
So I'm not a member of the human race because I'm not in competition with other humans. To be a member of the human race, you must have ego, which is, ego is an anagram to me, which is evil guidance ordinance.
Right.
Because the ego always guides people to do it wrong.
Okay.
Instead of using ego to be, envious is okay, but when you become, ego becomes jealousy. You can envy people for the life they're led and use that as inspiration.
Yes.
Or draw that from the world of the non-physical. That's what that was the word I was looking for. They're not ghosts, they're not dead, they're not... Spirit is a very multi-dimensional term. When our people said spirit world, people think they're talking about the world of the ghosts and dead. But they're talking about all the multi-dimensional realities is the spirit world.
Wow.
Whether it's close to this reality or at the opposing end of the spectrum to this reality.
Okay.
So, yeah, spirit is a very general term for that which is not 3D physical
Yeah.
and present now.
Okay.
But everything that is not is spirit.
Okay.
And spirit was multi-dimensional, whether they're celestial beings, ancestral creation beings, or just beings that have not accepted their non-physical reality anymore.
Okay.
And they stay here with us,
Okay. So they're all around us.
all around us, all the time.
Yeah.
No one is ever truly alone.
Great. So this valley, what's the significance of this valley?
This has a great creation story in this valley. There's an ancient dreaming story to do with the valley. Now, all over this continent, we're not nations either, and I don't see Australia as a nation, because a nation is another trickery word. And under the real meaning of the word nation, which is a set of territories and lands inherited by men and men alone. So not by woman or child, only by men.
Okay.
So people say, oh, you're from such and such nation. I said, no, I'm not a nation. I come from a sovereign tribe. Or you can, if you want to give me some kind of label, country or province, but don't call me nation. Because I don't accept their false terminology. And neither should you. None of you should accept their false terminology. And you should not accept anything that doesn't fit right with your spirit or with your intuition.
Yes.
And say it, think it, manifest it, do it. Otherwise, you'll be wishing you had when it's too late.
Okay.
And regrets are horrible existence to have. To live a life of regret,
Yes.
it's no good.
Yeah. No.